Good evening, everyone. I'm doing my discussion on the Pentecostal movement. The Pentecostal movement is one of the most rapidly growing movements within Christianity today, and it is a phenomenon that's spreading across the world. Um, Many, like myself, when I first got into church and uh, came to the Lord, believed that Pentecostal is a denomination. And there are churches who claim Pentecostal as their denomination. Some of those churches include Church of God, uh, Assemblies of God, Church of Church of God in Christ, and even apostolic churches. But these are not Pentecostalism is not restrictive specifically to these churches. In the history of Christianity, Pentecostalism has spread or has appeared in every denomination within the Christianity. It began with the very first sermon, which was in Acts chapter 2, where Peter preached on the day of Pentecost. That was the original sermon for the Pentecostal movement. Within the United States, the Pentecostal movement began in Kansas. In 1901, at Bethel Bible College in Topeka, Kansas, they had students there who were having service, worshiping, praying, and began to experience the fruits of the Spirit. And the movement was born within the United States at this time. And in 1906 is when the movement actually began spreading across the United States. And that started in the Azusa Street revivals in Los Angeles. Azusa Street is a street in downtown Los Angeles. Church was led by Mr. William Seymour, and Mr. Seymour was the son of a slave, and he was preaching, and the movement began with his words and his sermons in the church. While this movement is even to this day continuing, as you can see if you watch the news, you see the two revivals. One was in Tennessee, and the other, I'm not recalling where it was at the moment, but even to this day, the Pentecostal movement is really spreading and really touching lives and changing hearts. And that's encouraging to me, and it's encouraging to the church itself. Yes, it has taken a kick in the teeth, for lack of a better way to describe it, because with the what I call TV evangelists, they preaching wealth, they're preaching healings. Send them money, they'll heal, or send you holy water or whatever. So that is giving the movement a black eye. But in general, this church movement is spreading like a wildfire, and it's spreading like a wildfire in a good way, and it's changing people's lives, and the Spirit is moving within this denomination to change and bring people closer to God, bring people to God in the first place, and then closer to God. And it's a movement that I think you can arguably say is another great awakening. And it's in our modern time right here in the 20th and 21st centuries. Thank you, guys.